Hello and welcome. My name is Benjamin. In today's video, I would like to talk about acceptance as it pertains to the law of manifestation. When you go to any guru or any online platform or channel about manifesting anything, the good ones, not the ones that's trying to take your money, they will tell you that to manifest anything, you need three basic things really. The first one is you must know what you want. You must have a good description of what you want. The number two thing is you must assume that it is yours. That is, you must apply the law of assumption. Then the number three is you must believe that it is yours. And what I'm talking about today is just the last part of it. You must believe that it is yours. Belief is something that is some people don't quite understand. They think like believe, when you believe in something, you must keep praying for it. No. When you believe that something is yours, you have accepted that it is yours. That is what acceptance is, that this video is talking about. Acceptance is knowing that something is yours. I accept that I have this key. I don't need to believe. I don't need to pray for it anymore. It's already in my hand. I don't need to fast for it. I don't need to do subliminal messages for it. I accept that this key is in my hand. I have it. It's right here in my hand. That is what acceptance is. The only difference in what acceptance is asking you to do when it comes to manifestation. The same way I will believe that I have this key physically in my hand, I must believe it, even though I must accept that I have it, even though it's not physically in my hand. That is what acceptance is in a nutshell. You must accept that what you want is already yours. There is no room for still praying about it or hoping for it or having faith. It's already yours. It's already in your hand. There's no need for any of that. That is what acceptance is all about. Well, the thing is, I understand that most people do not have the experience of manifesting anything, although they are manifesting things in their life on a daily basis, but they just don't know how they are responsible for everything that is happening in their life. So I'm going to quickly explain acceptance by step, because this video is it's quite a short video. So for you to get to the level of acceptance, you must, like I said earlier, you must apply the law of assumption. You must assume that what you want is already yours. You must assume that what you want is already yours. You must assume the house, the car, the relationship you want is already yours. But how do you get to that level of assumption? How do you get to that point? It's called feeling. That is called feeling, or put it another way, it's called, you have to get in the spirit of it. You must get in the spirit of it. You must get in the spirit of what you want, because there's a spirit behind everything. In the book of John chapter 6, it says, it is the spirit that gives life. In King James Version, it says, it is the spirit that giveth life. So it is the spirit that gives life to everything. Everything you see in this existence, in this 3D reality, there is a spirit behind it. There is a spirit behind it. There is a spirit behind poverty. There's a spirit behind lack. There's a spirit behind promotion. There's a spirit behind abundance. There's a spirit behind progress. There is a spirit behind every single thing. It is the spirit that gives life. It's really extremely hot in London today, so you'll be seeing me sweating a little bit because it's boiling. So it is the spirit that gives life. There is a spirit behind everything. So for you to get to the point whereby you assume that something is yours, you are in that assumption state. You have accepted it. For you to get to that point, the basic thing is you must get in the spirit of it. That means like like God says, you must believe that it is yours in every sense of it, every sense of your being. You must, they've got to put it this way, that the feeling is the secret of it. Feeling is the secret of manifestation. That means you must get in the spirit of being in the possession of what you want. That means in your spirit, soul, and body, you must know that what you want, what you desire, is already yours. So that means you can't continue praying for it. Once you get to the point whereby you assume that something is yours, what you are doing, you are just being in a state of expectation. You are expecting that thing to be delivered any time or day. You already accepted. Once you accept that something is already in existence, it's yours. You are not praying for it anymore. You are not praying for it because you understand one fundamental law. And that is the law that says that creation is finished. The spiritual law says that creation is finished. And this physics world is called the law of conservation of energy, which says that energy is neither created nor destroyed. Why? Because creation is finished. So energy is neither created nor destroyed, but transformed from one form to another. So what you are doing is when you are doing your visualization, when you are doing your prayer, when you are doing your daily or what you are doing is you are trying to transfer energy from one form. You are creating, you are transforming what is already in existence one form to another, because everything is energy. So if energy is neither created nor destroyed, but transformed from one form to another, what you are doing is you are just transforming it from one form of energy to another form of energy. So that is what you are doing as a manifestor. You are only transforming one thing from one form to another, because creation is finished. You are not creating anything. You are just transforming things from one form to another. So you should know this fundamental truth, because once you know it, it becomes easy for you to manifest things. It becomes really easy. You don't have to bang your head on the wall anymore. Right now, because of my knowledge in the law of attraction and everything, I'm very careful about my words, because sometimes when I say something negative by accident, if I do not cancel it, within the same day, that thing will hit me. That will happen to me. So that way, I have to be careful about what I say about myself, because the more you know, the more it happens to you. Because they say to him much power is given, much is expected. So the more you keep knowing about the law of attraction, the quicker it starts to happen in your life. So I can manifest things easily. And we've seen strangest thing is, once you know how to manifest things easily, you actually become lazy. Because the journey, like they say, is the fun part. Once you get to that destination of figuring it out, you become lazy. You say, I'll manifest it. I'll do the manifestation exercise later on. You keep pushing it back. It's like, because you want to have that subconsciously, you want to have that process whereby you want to experience what it feels like once you don't have that thing. You still want to express it longer, because once you have that thing now, you have it. So acceptance, to go back to the topic, acceptance is asking you to accept that what you want is already in existence. And you can only accept something when you apply the law of assumption. Assuming that is the same thing, but you have to assume that what you want is already yours. And you cannot get to the law of assumption without feeling. And that is getting in the spirit of it. You have to get in the spirit of it. You have to get in the spirit of it. I repeat again, the book of John chapter 6 verse 63 says that it is the spirit that gives life. You have to get in the spirit of what you want. If you get in the spirit of fearing a disease, that disease will hit you. It will come to you. It's not a cause. It's not just the law. If you get in the spirit of fearing a disaster, that disaster will happen. Like me, I don't have time for fearing anything, because if maybe I start to fear that thing, that will happen. So you have to get in the spirit of it. You have to get in the spirit of it. If you want anything, as far as this is not against the law of God, the law of nature, so as you're not trying to take what belongs to another man or woman, you have to get in the spirit of it. That means you have to feel in your being, in your spirit, soul, and body, that thing you want is already yours. By feeling it, by assuming that what you want is already, by accepting that you have it in your possession, automatically you set something into motion. That means the transformation of energy. That means the energy that exists will be transformed into the state of what you want. That's because you are not creating anything. Creation is finished. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed from one form to another. So that is the message of this video is this. The message of this video is this. Acceptance is the key. Once you accept things, because it happens immediately because acceptance take into consideration the law of assumption and feeling. That means getting in the spirit of the things you desire. You cannot get to the point of acceptance without applying the law of assumption and getting in the spirit of what you want. That means when you get in the spirit of what you want, you are feeling in your being that you already have it. People might have to actually convince you that it has not yet come to materialization. Yeah, that means it has not yet crystallized. Crystallization means, like say, when you put water in the freezer and it turns to ice. That process is called crystallization. So people will have to convince you that if you haven't manifested it, if once you're in the spirit of it, you might sometimes forget that actually it hasn't yet crystallized yet. You might take a bit of you might struggle to differentiate imagination and reality. That is how it feels when you get in the spirit of it. So acceptance is accepting that what you want is already yours. There is no room for you can't continue to pray for it. There was a time I was praying for something. Once I get to the point of acceptance, I never pray for it again. The desire to pray for it, will just die because your spirit, soul, and body know it's already in existence. It is just crystallizing. So why are you praying for something that is already in existence? It's just crystallizing. So it's just coming. It's coming to you. It's like the package has been dispatched. It's in the delivery route. So why are you still ordering it, trying to make inquiry about your order? They already dispatched it. Just wait for a delivery. So once you get to that point of acceptance, you can't pray for it again. Like I said earlier on, I accept that I have this key. Will I be praying to have this key when it's already in my hand? That would be madness. So you can't pray for what you already accept that is already yours. Because if you are still praying for it after you've accepted that it's already yours, then that means doubt has crept in. That means you are going backward, not forward. So that is the message of this, is that acceptance is the key, the most powerful key to manifest anything you want. Because acceptance takes assumption, the law of assumption, and feeling. That means getting in the spirit of it it combines these two. It has them as part of its component. Once you accept something, you can't pray for it anymore. Some people who just apply the law of assumption, they are still praying for it. But when you practice acceptance, you can't pray for it anymore. You accept that it's already yours. Then you move on. You just remain in the state of expectation. That means that thing will happen any moment now. That is the only state you can be in. That's the only state your mind can ever be in once you accept that something is already yours. I cannot pray for this key to come to my hand. It's already in my hand. I have accepted it's already in my hand. That is acceptance in a nutshell. You accept that what you want is already with you. You just crystallize it. The crystallization might take 1 month, it might take 1 year, it might take 5 years. Who knows? God knows. But you can't continue to pray for what you already accepted that is already yours. So I hope this video has helped you to understand acceptance as it pertains to the law of attraction and manifestation. If you like this kind of video, I really appreciate it if you like, subscribe, or leave a comment. And I hope that next week I will not be sweating like today, because today is boiling in London. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye for now.